Today's reading is The Spot from the Sexypedia Wiki. Spoilers ahead! This article contains major spoilers about this sexy person and/or their source material. Please proceed with caution. Jonathan Owen, better known as The Spot, is the main antagonist of the Spider-Verse trilogy, serving as a minor antagonist in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the main antagonist of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and will return in some capacity in the upcoming Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Upon his reveal in trailers and promotional material, he was already joked about having the makings of a sexy man, only for the movie's proper release to actually make people want him badly. His class is Tiamat, his aliases include Jonathan Owen, his real name, The Spot, Villain of the Week, and Holes Guy, and his source is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Basic information. Jonathan was a scientist from Alchemax who managed to transport a radioactive spider from Earth-42 into Earth-1610, causing it to bite Miles Morales and turn him into Spider-Man. During the destruction of Kingpin's Super Collider, Jonathan was accidentally mutated by a batch of dark matter he was carrying, transforming him into a dimension-traveling supervillain that poses a threat to the entire multiverse. Archetypes: all-powerful/cosmic/eldritch/one-winged angel. After absorbing a large amount of dark energy, he becomes a being purely made of energy, as well as becoming powerful enough to be a threat to the entire multiverse. Angst. Upon his mutation, his life was irreversibly ruined, as it caused his friends and family to ostracize him and cost him all his job prospects. Chaos Lord. Threatens the entirety of the multiverse, all for a petty grudge while maintaining his goofy personality. Criminal. He starts off the movie trying and failing to rob an ATM machine, as well as admitting he began a life of crime ever since he became the Spot. Distinctive voice. He speaks in a very light-hearted, comical tone of voice unless he's angry, but upon honing in on his powers, his voice becomes far quieter and sinister. Dominating. Steadily becomes this the more he grows accustomed to his powers, as well as his overall presence, demeanor, and threat level becoming more serious as a result. Glowing Neon. Upon achieving his empowered form, he basically becomes a rough sketch of multiple colors. Intelligent/mad scientist. As clumsy as he is, he was a scientist who helped Kingpin create the Super Collider, something he was able to recreate on his own later in the film, as well as quickly getting the hang of his powers and becoming a much greater threat as a result. Obscured face. More so that he no longer has a face. Obsessive. He blames Miles for ruining his life and became obsessed with being his arch-nemesis and proving he wasn't just a villain of the week. Power. He has the ability to open interdimensional portals and smaller-scale portals, which after absorbing dark matter, becomes far stronger and can use his power to a much greater extent. Tall. His tall, lanky stature only makes his portly body stand out even more. Villain. He was simply going to be a one-off antagonist, only for him to take the mantle of the main villain of the movie, as well as Beyond the Spider-Verse. Subverted archetypes. Pathetic. He's laughably incompetent at the beginning of the movie. Later on, not so much.